We hear a warning from a student who survived the rollover crash.
A lot of Central students head to All-State Band.
Downtown Aberdeen wants to draw more people.
And the city adds a golf simulator to its course.
Hi, I'm Jason Lopez Martinez.
And I'm Courtney Thurstonson, and you're watching Eagle Zone. Spring is officially here, but roads can still look like winter. And that has Aberdeen Central students sending us a warning.
Sophomore Joe Volsky was on his way to school when he lost control on ice and survived the rollover crash. He shared his story with Eagle Zone's Will Ewald. Will?
That's right, it's not just ice, but also blowing snow that covers the roads and causes drifts.
So I was taking a road that had not been plowed yet, and as I come out of a snowbank, I start to lose control because I hit ice, but gained control back, but then my pickup downshifted and caused my rear end to spin out, and being I was on ice, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't turn or anything. We hit the ditch sideways, slid for about 100 feet, and then completely rolled.
After the crash, many thoughts and emotions were going through Volsky's mind, one of which was his sister's condition.
First I was thinking like, oh my gosh, is my sister okay? Because she was in the pickup with me. And once I made sure that she was okay, I couldn't wrap my head around that I just rolled my pickup.
Although Volsky was traveling under the speed limit, he still says you should still use caution while driving through bad winter conditions.
Slow down. You don't need to be going the speed limit. There's no need to be going over the speed limit for sure. And then make sure you're wearing your seatbelts. Seatbelts save lives.
Volsky walked away without any injuries, but his sister suffered a broken collarbone. As far as the truck, it is a total loss.
Thanks, Will, and thanks to Joe for sharing that important story with us. For the latest road reports, you can call 511 or visit sd511.org.
It's another honor for a Central High School senior who has received a few of them this year. U.S. Representative Dusty Johnson presented Dustin Hermanson with the United States Congressional Bronze Medal Award. This isn't an award that's easy to earn. In fact, Representative Johnson said this was the first time he's seen one. A student must log at least 100 volunteer hours outside of school and work on fitness and other self-development goals. There are silver and gold medals Hermanson could try to earn if he chooses.
After presenting the award, Johnson also spent time adding some civics lessons to an AP class. Here you can see the U.S. representatives talking with students in John Vogel's AP U.S. History class. He visited the same class last year where he encouraged students to stay informed with credible sources and to get involved.
The All-State Band concert is on its way this week, and this year an impressive number of Golden Eagles are going. Eagle Zone's Casey Riley joins us with details. Casey?
Central's All-State Band has 17 students who made it in this year. That's the most since the 80s.
Some might think it's easy to get into All-State Band, but members know that there are many challenges.
My solo was really difficult this year, and so that was probably the biggest obstacle because I had to start learning it this summer, and then there's like some parts of it that were just super technical. And so that was kind of difficult because they're not things that you can get the hang of right away.
Trying to actually be motivated to practice instead of just, sitting around looking at my music. Definitely the week before though, definitely very motivated, so I pulled through.
Alongside challenges, there are also other factors playing into auditions, one of those factors being competitiveness.
They are definitely very, very competitive. Like the amount of people who just audition as a whole is obviously 2 to 3 times the amount of kids who make it in.
Despite there being many obstacles students have to overcome, CHS is sending a large number of students. Director Jeremy Shutter described his reaction when he found out.
Oh my gosh, we got another one. And then all said and done, when we counted it up at the end, we had 17 in. So I'd like to recognize
Typically, only around 5 or 6 band members make it into All-State Band, but this year Shutter hoped that number would double, and was happy to find out that it more than doubled.
Thanks, Casey. If you want to watch the band live on Saturday the 25th, you can get tickets at O'Gorman starting at 1 in the afternoon. There are no pre-sale tickets and doors open at 3.
Aberdeen is coming off a big weekend with the State B basketball tournament. That event brings people to our community across the state. The Downtown Association is hoping visitors and locals alike check out their part of town. Eagle Zone's Jabez Darrow talked with them and joins us with this story. Jabez?
Downtown Aberdeen has had a lot of new businesses and remodeling this past year. Downtown Aberdeen is historic. Downtown Executive Director Alexa Sheldon wants it to thrive in the future too.
We do expect more traffic downtown because of the new stores. We're offering the only men's boutique here in town with the Finery. A lot of the new restaurants are featuring different cuisines people have not tried before.
Not to mention axe throwing and other businesses that have been here a few years. There are also remodeled spaces such as Roma's.
I think the remodeling will help business quite a bit downtown. It brings people in to go to new restaurants, new hotels, there's new events going on. So yes, I think it's really going to be an asset to downtown Aberdeen.
The Ward Hotel is one of those places converting its second floor to rooms.
So the second floor is just hotel rooms, and then the rest are condos, so people live in the rest of them.
Okay.
So this would be the section where there was the dance floor. So there's a ballroom, all that fun stuff. We'll go to this one because this one's pretty.
The hotel manager says there has been interest in the downtown rooms.
So we're expecting and hoping that people will come down to try these new offerings here in Aberdeen.
Thanks, Jabez. We'll be right back after these messages created by media production students. Welcome back. State basketball just wrapped up as spring events are about to start. Eagle Zone's Austin Erickson joins us with sports. Austin?
That's right, Courtney. And as we shared last week, the Aberdeen community had a team to follow at state with the Aberdeen Christian in the State B boys basketball tournament. The Knights made it through the first round with a 10-point win over 7th-ranked Ethan. That set up a tough match against defending champions DeSmit. The Bulldogs defeated Aberdeen Christian in the second round, but the Knights regrouped after the loss and won the third-place game in overtime against White River. DeSmit, the one team the Knights lost to in the tournament, went on to win the state title for the third year in a row. Spring sports season is here, and one activity in that season is golf, but practice options are limited when snow is on the ground. Eagle Zone's Jaden Ekman tells us about a new option that can help. Jaden?
Lee Park is a city-owned golf course, and they added a simulator for this year. This makes golf practice available during the wintertime for people who aren't members at a place like Moxon Creek. As snow sits outside the golf course, you can swing your clubs indoors. PGA Golf head professional John Murdy is happy to see his golf simulator at Lee Park.
I've been wanting to do it for a couple of years. I mean, there's a lot of golf that happens throughout the summer. And in the wintertime, there's not much to do, so it sounded like a win-win for us.
The approximate price for the golf simulator was between $20,000 to $30,000. It took them less than 2 weeks to set it up. Murdy expects the addition to help keep more people interested in golf and could drive more people to the golf course this summer.
I think it keeps those avid golfers wanting to keep honing their skills throughout the winter. So when they come for the golf season, they're not 2 weeks behind and trying to figure things out.
You can contact Lee Park Golf Course by calling 626-7092 to make an appointment. You don't have to be a member to be at this golf course.
Thanks, Jaden. Reporters are talking with athletes and coaches of the spring sports. We'll start sharing these stories next week.
Thanks, Austin. We can't forget about another competition happening at Central High School, the March Madness Book Bracket. It's down to championship week. Eagle Zone's Joseph Lopez Martinez joins us with an update. Joseph?
Courtney, the bracket that started with 16 books is now down to 2. Some popular titles made it to the Elite 8, and 4 really popular ones are down to the semifinal. Kobe Bryant, Mamba Mentality, and Counting Coop faced off, and so did Dragon Hoops and Hooper. The 2 that made it to the championship round are Mamba Mentality and Hooper. So far, the student with the best bracket is Jocelyn Franks. Maria Schaffhauser has the top super study, and Schaffhauser and Ashley Strong are tied in the teacher category. There's still time if these books come down really close, then the teams will have to guess the percentage.
Thanks, Joseph. Now it's time to hear from Max Jamie to get this week's news recap in Spanish. Hola Max, ¿qué tienes para nosotros esta semana?
Hola Jason, compartiré historias de la escuela y la comunidad esta semana. Un estudiante de Central High School está pidiendo que tengan cuidado en las carreteras con nieve y hielo. Joe Volsky perdió el control de su camioneta en el hielo y rodó en la zanja. Su hermana se rompió la clavícula, pero él está agradecido de que el accidente no fue peor. toda la banda estatal esta semana. Aberdeen Central está enviando 17 estudiantes al evento. Ese es el mayor número de estudiantes que han ganado un lugar en la banda en casi 40 años. La empresa del centro de Aberdeen quiere que más gente los visite. Hay tiendas nuevas y algunas empresas están renovando sus espacios. La ciudad ha añadido un simulador de golf en el Lee Park. Esto permite a la gente practicar golf interior cuando hay nieve. Puede llamar al campo de golf para programar una hora para usar el simulador.
Gracias, Max. We have a couple more pictures to show you from around the district this week. Here's one from Lincoln Elementary with soaring students.
And here's another from Simmons Middle School with girls who went to Women in Science.
Make sure to visit the school's social media accounts to keep up with all the activities going on throughout the district.
That's all for this episode of Eagle Zone. You can always watch our stories whenever you want by scrolling down to the Eagle Zone section of the school district website. That's aberdeen.k12.sd.us.
We leave it this week with some videos showing some extra blue and gold added to Central's hallways this year to give a little more color. With Eagle Zone, it's your boy, Jason Lopez Martinez.
And I'm Courtney Thorstensen. See you next week.